When it comes to cramps, there's a lot of advice out there. One common tip is to grab some ice and apply it to your cramping muscles in order to stop them fast. But does it actually work? Hey, what's up, guys? I'm here with Level Up RN. In this video, we're going to talk about whether or not you should put ice on a cramp. Just stick around until the end of the video because I'll be answering that question and giving you recommendations on what to do instead if it doesn't work. Let's get into it. A Charlie horse or muscle cramp is an involuntary contraction of the muscles that can sometimes cause a painful tightening or cramping sensation. They can occur anywhere in the body, but are most commonly seen in the legs and the feet. If you've ever experienced a cramp, then you know how uncomfortable they can be. You might have even tried putting ice on it to help alleviate the pain and speed up the recovery process. So how does ice actually affect the body? And can it be used as a treatment for cramps? The reason why ice might feel good when applied to an area of discomfort is due to a phenomenon called cold-induced analgesia. This fancy term simply means that the cold temperature causes a numbing or an anesthetic effect on the skin and the underlying tissues. When ice is applied to the skin, it causes a vasoconstriction. Now, this is a fancy way of saying that it makes the blood vessels shrink. This then reduces blood flow to the affected area, which can result in a decreased amount of inflammation. Inflammation is usually responsible for a lot of the pain and discomfort that you may be feeling. So less inflammation means less pain. Ice has also been shown to reduce muscle spasms. Muscle spasms are often associated with cramps and can make them even more painful. By applying ice to the cramping muscles, you can help relax the muscles and reduce the severity of the spasms. Another benefit of using ice is its ability to reduce swelling. Swelling or edema can occur as a result of the inflammatory response in the body. Applying ice can help constrict the blood vessels and reduce the amount of fluid that leaks out of the tissues, which in turn helps to reduce swelling. Overall, the combination of reduced inflammation, reduced muscle spasms, and reduced swelling can lead to a decrease in pain and discomfort associated with the cramps. Sounds great so far, right? Well, unfortunately, the science behind using ice for cramps is actually pretty limited. Most of the evidence that supports the use of ice for reducing pain and inflammation is from studies that used ice for things like sprains and strains, not necessarily for cramps. Additionally, the effectiveness of ice for reducing muscle cramps may vary, depending on factors such as the type of cramp, the severity of the cramp, and the duration of the cramp. For example, it may be more effective for reducing the discomfort associated with exercise-induced cramps, rather than those caused by electrolyte imbalances. Even though the science is limited, ice is still commonly recommended as a treatment for cramps. It's likely because it's a readily available and inexpensive home remedy that people believe to be effective. And while it may not completely stop a cramp fast, it might help alleviate the symptoms and provide some relief until the cramp goes away on its own. So let's get back to the original question. Can ice stop a cramp fast? The answer is, it depends. As I mentioned earlier, there's limited research on the effectiveness of ice for stopping cramps fast, and whether or not ice will help a cramp go away fast really depends on the type of cramp and the severity of the cramp. However, even if ice doesn't stop a cramp fast, it still may provide some relief from the discomfort associated with the cramp. In my opinion, it's definitely worth a shot trying the ice if you have a cramp. Worst case scenario, it doesn't work and you waste a few minutes. Best case scenario, it helps relieve the symptoms of your cramp and allows you to get back to doing what you were doing before you had the cramp. Now, if the ice doesn't help, or if you want other options to try, there are some other things you can do to try to get rid of a cramp fast. The first thing that you can do is to stretch the affected muscle. Stretching the muscle that is cramping can help to relax the muscle and reduce the severity of the cramp. For example, if you have a cramp in your calf, you can try stretching your calf muscle by standing up and leaning forward onto your toes. Another option is to gently massage the affected area. Massaging the cramping muscles can help increase blood flow to the area and reduce muscle tension. You can do this yourself by using your fingers, or you can ask someone else to help you. Or you could even use a foam roller if the cramp is in your leg. Just roll the affected area over the foam roller for a few minutes. Another option is to apply heat to the affected area. Heat has the opposite effect of ice, causing vasodilation or the widening of blood vessels. Increasing blood flow to the affected area can help reduce muscle tension and cramping. You can apply heat by using a heating pad, a warm compress, or even a hot water bottle. You could also try taking a warm bath or shower. The heat from the water can help relax the muscles and reduce cramping. If you're an adult, you could also try drinking some water. Sometimes cramps can be caused by dehydration or electrolyte imbalance. Drinking water or a sports drink with electrolytes can help correct any fluid or electrolyte loss and reduce the likelihood of future cramps. Lastly, you can try over-the-counter pain relievers. Medications like ibuprofen or acetaminophen can help reduce pain and inflammation associated with cramps. Always follow the instructions on the label when taking any medication. There's also a lot of anecdotal evidence that taking some sort of supplement, like magnesium or potassium, can help prevent future cramps. But there's limited research on the effectiveness of these supplements for preventing cramps. The best approach is to try a variety of these methods and see what works best for you. What works for one person might not work for another, so it's important to experiment and find what provides the most relief for your cramps. Let us know in the comments below what you think works best for stopping cramps. Personally, I think a combination of stretching the muscle that's cramping along with either ice or heat would be a good place to start. Regardless of the method you choose to try, it's important to listen to your body and rest when you need to. Pushing through pain or cramping can sometimes make the problem worse, so it's important to take a step back and allow your body time to recover. Cramps can be stubborn, and sometimes no matter what you do, they just won't go away. If this happens, it's important to seek medical attention. A cramp that doesn't go away on its own could be a sign of an underlying medical condition that needs to be addressed. Alright, that's all I've got for this video. Hopefully you learned something new, and hopefully now you know what to do when you're retrying to get rid of a cramp fast. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe. And as always, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.